Hi, this is Susan. I wanted to share with you unboxing of some things I got off eBay. Well, I got two auctions. I got carried away. You'll see. I got the first auction because um, I saw chairs, and I've been wanting to replace my chairs ever since one of them got broken and I couldn't find the parts for it. So I saw this auction and it said new, and I've glanced at a few pieces already because I had two boxes full, and these are obviously not new, but I wanted to talk about that. This piece right here, wow, it's dusty. It's like way dusty, and it's missing a drawer, and this is yellowed, and definitely not new. Uh-oh. Oh, well, I didn't see that. But, I had to go through them to talk to the lady about them. I mean, wow, that's going to need to be glued back together. But you can see this glass. That's something to check for. See how yellowed it is when they call something new. I hadn't seen this before. I had not seen this piece. So this must be a very old piece that I hadn't seen it. Anyway, a drawer can be made for it. And this can be glued back together. And of course, this can be replaced. So just needs a little TLC. So this table looks okay. So what happened was I saw those chairs, but there was 5. And so I kept messaging the woman saying, in one of your other auctions, you've got extra chairs. Can I, have a set of 6? I have a large family in my dollhouse. And she just didn't get back with me. And then she said, oh, I've already mailed it. And I just wanted to, I had already bought the 5 chairs, and I was like wanting that 6th chair and thought she would come up with it, but she didn't. And so I went ahead and looked at the rest of her stuff that had other chairs, and so I bought them. Another auction. Like I said, I just went down that rabbit hole, and just I know I'm going to get multiples. Duplicates, but so anyway, so after I looked at the first that had this piece, I didn't realize that it was missing the drawer, and I didn't realize that it was broken, but I was looking at it and I was like, it's been re-glued. So I messaged her back and said, that it didn't look new. So I'll need to check these out. Just feel pretty sturdy. I think it's a really pretty chair. The design, it's real pretty. A lot prettier than what I had. I did have this similar where it came out on the sides. And I don't know what happened. Something got in my dollhouse, and when it was in storage, and started wreaking havoc. Is that what they say? And one of the chairs was all busted up. As soon as I realized it, I got it all taken apart. Now this seems all crooked. I wonder if that's been glued. It might have been re-glued because the back, well, no. Just was like that. And it, the more I looked at this, I went into her. This is something you want to know if you don't know this about eBay. Up in the right-hand corner, it says advanced search. And if you go into the advanced search, you can find things in your local area. If you don't know that, like if you wanted to buy a dollhouse, but you didn't want to ship it, you could look and see if there was a dollhouse in your local area, or a kit, because kits would be really expensive in weight to ship. So in the advanced search, I looked to see what she had already sold, and I saw that she sold a whole bunch of pieces, and that was where my drawer was. The drawer was, there was 3 drawers in what she had sold, and just a whole bunch of pieces, things that were not glued together, you know, for somebody else to fix. And so, now this is what I was wanting, was the father's chair at least one of them. So I think these are really pretty. You'll see what all I got, and it's a lot of stuff. And so I realized, you know, she had bought this, or she had bought it from somebody else that bought it, or, you know, maybe it was her mother's or something that had gotten, like, these were returns, or they were rejects from a company. And these all look like they're Aztec. So far, I'm not seeing markings on them, but made in China is all it says. But this piece, I'm surprised I'd never seen this before. You might have. If you know anything about this piece, you know what years it was out or who made it, I don't know, give me a comment on it, because I'm surprised about it. Anyway, so I saw these pink chairs in my dollhouse. If you've seen the front of my dollhouse, my old one, I mean, that's my first one. If I ever get time, I'll finish my second one. That's my own personal one. And hopefully this, going into this latter part of spring or summer, I'm going to get working on that. Now, see, this is strange. Well, 2 things. And this is what I'm saying, it's not new, is this has been re-glued, because you can see where the stain, where it was re-glued, is not, see, especially right there, where the stain is not there. See, these are all things you want to look at when you're getting furniture. And so it just looks like they bought somebody's, some companies, or these are what they had, that they pulled, yeah, that were returned to their stock or something, some company. So she didn't really want to say much. Here's another one of these. So those would be nice by a fireplace. Now, oddly, this one doesn't have, it's the same fabric. It looks very similar in the front, but it doesn't have the carving that has. But it's very pretty. So, anyway, I ended up getting money back. Long story short. And I wanted to tell you, you've got to be really patient. Now, this is a different, just right off the bat, I'm noticing this is a lighter color. When they sprayed these, it didn't get the depth of color before they put the fabric on it. And it's pretty. Very pretty. These 2 match for like putting in front of a fireplace. Now there's a damage on this one, is the fabric has a fold. I guess what's underneath it got a fold in it, and then the outer fabric got a fold. And kind of a smudge up here. Well, that comes off. But anyway, who's going to look at the back? But I guess if they were in front of a fireplace, you would kind of see it. This one's got a chip and looks like a little break right there. But they're pretty. So, you know, if you don't know this about eBay, I've bought a lot of things, and I used to sell a long time ago. I used to sell on eBay, and I thought it was like a lot more straightforward, let's say, when I was doing it. And then 9/11 happened, and it affected the whole miniature market, and I quit selling, or people quit buying. But anything. I bought a lot of things because I have a doll collection, and I bought a lot of things not in my collections. And, you know, I always found that, like, when I would argue through eBay, now see, that's supposed to be new. That was in that new bunch. And it's dented. Well, I'll have to get some fabric. You know how they had that fabric hanging down? I saw where Queen City did she cut this front off and completely redid this fireplace. And I think she put a mirror and she painted it white or something. She totally faux this out. Where, look at all that dust. Where it didn't look the same at all. But I guess I could put, like, you know, the Victorians, they had those little drapey fabrics all around with the tassels. So that would cover that up. But anyway, so, you know, they always wanted to find in favor of whoever's buying the merchandise. Because, you know, they need you to come back and they need you to be happy. So the thing is don't alter anything you buy. Not even, like, if this piece right here was not glued on, do not glue it on. If you're going to argue with eBay, you know, in your position that you should return it or get your money back or whatever, or get even a percentage. I usually go for a percentage. I try to figure what, you know, so they'd get some money out of it and I'd get a better deal since I have to glue stuff back together or it's broken, whatever. Like this dent here, I have to cover it up. So, don't, you know, you want to be real civil. Usually it takes more than one message. Excuse me, it takes more than one message to, you know, go back and forth about something. And so you just have to keep your cool. You have to just be very straightforward about what you see about the item. And then, because eBay may have to step in. If the seller doesn't get back with you in a timely manner, or if they're from China and they're not getting back with you or something that, you know, eBay will tell you by this date, I'll step in. So it's good to have a case going that you've tried to contact them, that you've made the effort, that you've stated what was fair, that, you know, what you'd be willing to do. And then, so anyway, let's keep opening these. So, see, now this one's not rocking. It's falling back. So there's something not quite right because it's falling backwards. I'll have to look into another rocker and see one of my other ones. Anyway, I went down this rabbit hole. Oh my gosh. I never meant to. I just wanted 6 chairs with the father's chair. And there's still 2 more chairs. Oh, this one's broken. Uh-oh. I got it broken. But that can be glued back on. Just needs to be sanded a bit. Oh, but that's oh yay, that's another father's chair. Or mother's chair. Let's see this other one. Oh goodness, his little leg's missing too. Wait a minute. Oh, here it is. Huh. Wonder if this is the same leg. Anyway, so do all that. You know, don't be afraid to buy on eBay, but I do find I constantly have to argue stuff that people want to say everything is new because it's, especially in miniatures, you know, because we keep it on the shelf or in our dollhouse and it doesn't, all it does is collect dust and doesn't get played with hard like a child would play with it. And, aw, poor Tear. But at least I have the legs. That's wonderful. I have the legs. So, just make your case, keep your patience with them. Try, I expect, 2 or 3 messages to go between, before they come up with something. And I can recall I've only lost one case in, years of buying off eBay. And that was because I washed something. Because it looked like it was creased, and I thought if I washed it, it would straighten out in the fabric. And then the seller came back and said I altered the item. And so even though I was like, I didn't hurt it, I just washed it. Gently washed it. And they were like, no, you altered it. And so eBay had to take their side. That's why I say don't alter anything, not even glue. Because they know they can say, oh, I sent the part, but it wasn't glued. And they went and glued it. And now it's stained and messed up. So you just don't do anything. So, this is pretty. Look at that. Real pretty. I've seen this one, but I don't have one. So I wonder if this is the same era. The pink chairs look more Victorian. And I'll have to look this up. This looks more, I don't know if that's the same period. I don't know. Somebody tell me. Like this looks like the same period as this. But these don't. These don't seem to be the same period. Anyway, I'm not real proficient. I had a book on it, and I don't know where all that went to. So anyway, that's real pretty. So let's see. Set this back here, the buffet. Maybe set the fireplace over here. Play. Got an extra chair for somebody to... We'll put these out on the porch so they can just sit and visit. Here's another one that's like that first one. Yeah, so the second auction had similar stuff. Here's the last piece. So it's better. Still very yellow and dusty. But it works. Sorta. Works. Doesn't come out. It's hung up. Wow. The color didn't even get back in here right. The finish it seems real rough. I don't know, that's strange. And it's strange that these aren't marked. Wonder that they don't have Aztec's logo or Town Square's logo. That's kind of odd. Anyway, so I won the case, and she had to give me like $25 back. So anyway, I got all of this. I think all this with the 2 broken chairs here for under $75 with shipping. I think that was with shipping. So not bad. Not bad at all. I didn't mean to buy all this. I certainly have enough of my own. But I don't have pink, but I do have enough of my own. But it'll give me stuff to play with. And I'll do better for this next year, at least. So, you see, I got all this. So, the other thing is, I was going to tell you, I got a bed and I wanted this French bed. I've been wanting a French bed, something to paint white or have it white that I can put the, all the lacy stuff on it and drapes and all that. So, I saw this French bed from China and it arrived broken. And so, I'll show that to you in the next video. And the negotiations I had with the guy and how much it cost and all that. So anyway, I just wanted to show this to you. It's real pretty things. And I went totally overboard and taught me a lesson. But I did win the case, pointing out it wasn't new and it was re-glued and it wasn't in pristine condition and it was missing a drawer. And she just was kind of at the point when I had said all these things in various emails or messages. She just was like, okay, how much do you want? How much do you want me to give you back? Just like, name a number. Let's just be done with this. So I think I got a pretty good deal. So anyway, don't be afraid. eBay will almost always find in your favor. I mean, almost always. I even had a thing from India and they found in my favor, and I was real surprised on that one. So that's, you're the buyer. Okay, thanks. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel.